If you remember these ballers, your knees definitely make a sound when you stand up. And if you don't, you're probably too young to be here. Let's see how many you actually remember, and if I forget your favorite, I dare you to roast me in the comments. 1. Andrei Arshavin. The man, the myth, the king of score 4 goals and vanish for 4 years. Arsenal fans loved him until they realized he treated every match like a surprise party. Sometimes he showed up, sometimes he didn't bother. If you used to copy his 4 fingers celebration at school, you're one of the real ones. How many goals do you think he would score today? Be realistic or don't. Benny McCarthy, the ultimate dad bod baller. South Africans worshipped him. Premier League defenders hated him. He'd pull up looking like he just ate a full bray, then bag 2 goals anyway. Any South Africans here? Freddie Adu, the original football manager cheat code. 14 years old, hyped as the American Pele. Ended up with more clubs than goals. If you ever signed him in FIFA career mode and he flopped, congrats, you're part of history. Type Wonder Kid, if you actually believe the hype. 4. Obafemi Martins, the backflip merchant. Fastest guy alive before Mbappe existed. He'd miss a sitter, then celebrate a tap-in with 19 backflips and a cartwheel. 5. Lord Nicholas Bendtner. Yes, Lord. Not Sir. Not Mr. He gave himself royalty status, then scored once every 87 years. But the confidence? 1000%. He said he was world-class. The universe said cute. Drop a crown emoji if you survived watching him miss open goals. 6. Roman Pavlyuchenko. Spurs fans still debate whether he was underrated or just Russian vibes. He'd score a beauty, then disappear for 5 matches like he was on holiday in Siberia. Did he flop, or was he a legend? Convince me in the comments. 7. Adriano, the Emperor. This man's left foot was illegal. In Pro Evo 6, he was basically Thanos. In real life, he partied like Ronaldinho times 10 and still scored screamers. Be honest. Did you pick Inter Milan just for him? 8. Ricardo Quaresma. Mr. Outside Foot. This man refused to use his instep. Pass. Trivela. Cross. Trivela. Open goal tap-in. Trivela. Absolute icon. And with Ronaldo on his side, dude was a king. Royston Drenthe. Madrid thought he'd be the next big thing. He thought Madrid nightlife was the main attraction. Look him up now. Man's a rapper. Football's loss, Spotify's gain. Probably average 11 monthly listeners from the Real Madrid players, as it's part of the contract. 10. Emmanuel Ebou. Arsenal's funniest player ever. Pranked everyone, hugged mascots, got subbed on just to make people laugh. Iconic. Type legend, if you wish football still had jokers like him. Gervinho. This man had a forehead so big, defenders gave up marking him. They just stared. Dribbled like Neymar, but finished like your drunk uncle at a friendly. If you ever copied his headband look, I'm sorry, but you owe fashion an apology. 12. Jesse Lingard. Ah yes, the king of Snapchat filters and goal dances. Scored twice every leap year, but acted like he was prime Beckham. Man made more TikToks than assists. El Hadji Diouf. Liverpool's biggest headache. Fought everyone. Fans, teammates, probably pigeons too. Loved drama more than goals. 14. Mario Balotelli. Why always him? Because he was the king of chaos. Set fireworks off in his bathroom, missed open goals, then scored a stunner like nothing happened. 15. Ravel Morrison. The boy who was supposed to be better than Pogba. Fergie loved him, teachers hated him, coaches lost him. Now he's basically a footballing Bigfoot, rumored to exist, rarely seen. 16. Alexander Pato. The duck who forgot how to swim. Milan thought he'd be the next Ronaldo. His hamstrings thought otherwise. Dated Barbara Berlusconi though, so he kinda won. 17. Emmanuel Frimpong. Dench. That's it. More memes than minutes played. Arsenal fans loved him for vibes alone. Probably tackled more on Twitter than on the pitch. 18. Djibril Cissé. His hair changed every match, his goal tally did not. Looked like a superhero, tackled like a villain. But he was iconic on FIFA for vibes alone. Comment Djibril if you ever dyed your hair because of him. 19. Anderson. United signed him thinking he'd be the next Ronaldinho. Bro turned into the next McNuggets. Loved pizza more than training. Relatable king, though, who remembers him scoring screamers once every 4 years. 20. Afonso Alves. Burrow signed him thinking he'd bag 30 goals. He bagged 3. Best Brazilian fraud in Premier League. 21. Marouane Chamakh. Arsenal's answer to how bad can a striker be? Scored a few headers then ghosted like your last Tinder match. His hair gel budget? Billionaire level. Eagle if you still defend him, you need therapy. 22. Boyan Krkic. The boy wonder who broke Messi's youth records. Then fell off so hard people think he's still 17. Played for every club you've ever heard of, and still, no one watched him. If you signed him in career mode, you know the pain. 23. Stefan Givarcach. Won the World Cup with France as their striker, without scoring a goal. Literally got carried harder than your group project partner. World Cup winner, but don't ask how. 24. Theo Walcott. Fastest man alive to lose the ball. Every FIFA player hyped him for pace, but real-life defenders just needed a wet pitch to stop him. 25. Joe Hart. City's wall until he turned into Swiss cheese. One bad night in Iceland and poof, career gone. 26. Darren Bent. Literally just scored tap-ins. England's most almost striker. FIFA gave him 90 pace for no reason. Bent fans, unite. If you exist. Alvaro Morata. Poster boy for offside flags. Scored bangers 1 week, missed sitters for the rest of the year. Type, VAR loves Morata, if you know the pain. 28. Peter Crouch. 2 meters of limbs and bad dancing. Scored bicycle kicks like he was 5 foot tall. Respect. 29. Nani. CR7's wingman. Did stepovers for fun, crosses for throw-ins. Scored bangers, got benched the next game. 30. Mesut Ozil. Vision 100. Effort 5. Could spot a run from Mars, but never tracked back once in his life. Who still defends him at family gatherings. 31. Fernando Torres. Chelsea era. Liverpool's hero turned Chelsea's biggest mystery. Missed open goals like it was a hobby. 32. Kaká. Ballon d'Or winner who turned into an injury update. MLS fans still think he was underrated. 33. David Luiz. World-class hair, clown-class defending. Scored free kicks, gifted penalties. Best comedy show at Arsenal. 34. Philippe Coutinho. Barcelona spent a whole GDP on him. Liverpool laughed all the way to the bank. Now he's Barca's financial horror story. 35. Memphis Depay, United era. Wore fur coats, did nothing else. Went from next CR7 to next big flop, then reinvented himself at Lyon. 36. Shinji Kagawa. Dortmund's prince, United's ghost. Got lost in the Prem, then reappeared in Japan like nothing happened. Okay, legends, if you survived this nostalgia trip and didn't rage quit halfway through, you're officially a certified football historian and a banter merchant. Drop your favorite forgotten baller in the comments.